Hi, energy. I am late pulling from the energy, but I want to do some clarification to see how our Saturday been, to see how Saturn was operating today, see if we have any blind spots, and as I said, do any clarity because I'm recording later in the day. So we're just gonna see what Spirit has for us. I'm recording at 10:16. 10. Oh, ha ha ha! Lovely, spooky. Of a balance, and what was that? Of self in the dark, intriguing, clarity, or definitely blind spots. Anything that you may have missed, or clarity for sure. We're going to start off with the universal laws to see what universal law stood out today. And already up top is the law of attraction, which is always great. And for the houses in astrology, the eighth house is up top. And for the zodiacs, Cantor is up top, which is quite lovely, which is intriguing because eighth house is symbolizing here and after energy, and Cantor is light in the dark. Um, but the law of action, movement, lovely. I always love that, honestly. That was actually my response today because I just got off work. Um, I'm always working. Ma'am, you just was working today. I'm always working, but literally. I joined the community based metaphorically. Boy, oh boy. Sometimes I feel like I should stop talking because I feel like I'm contradicting what I'm saying because even doing this is work and it's in a community forum. That's the intriguing part. But anyhow, I just got off the dollar general aspect of work today. Oh my Jesus. It's the same aspect. But anyhow, that was my approach today when people was like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I am feeling great. I feel like the weather. I'm happy I get to be active. I've been resting. I'm rejuvenated. Battery is full. And that's funny. The law of action came out, and it's in orange. It's creativity. However, if you did some action or however action came through, it was in a creative form for sure, which explains Cancer energy at the top, Lion in the dark, and then Virgo right up under there, which is the first responder, and self. And let's stand out. How lovely. That's funny. Who's at the bottom of the universe though? Rhythm. Lovely. Things should have flowed very well based off the law of action. I feel like that's cause and effect. Where are you at? You are. That's funny. The law of correspondence follows by the law of action, which leads right to the law of attraction, which leads to cause and effect, which this feels like it. The law of rhythm. It's cause and effect for sure. I guess it's right up under there. The law of rhythm. It's the mind. You just so naturally operate a certain way. That's the intriguing part. So it's about where your focus is at. That's what I'm getting at. And then yeah, polarity, energy, of oneness, and the law of relativity based off the law of action. This feels like a aspiration and ambition energy because you need one for the other. One is like somebody who do something. The other one is who reaps the benefits of what somebody else did. That's that law of relativity for sure. But it's based off action for sure. With the law of relativity, the law of compensation, something returning. It's definitely that energy. The law of gender, the law of transferring of energy, and the law of rhythm. Alrighty. Law of action. That's so lovely to see that. And it's in a creative form. That makes me happy. Let's see what universal. I'm about to say it again. We just seen what universal law is standing out, ma'am. It's the law of action. We're gonna see what. Oh my God, my words. This has been intriguing today. Honestly, my words have been getting tangled up a lot within certain energy. I realize that when certain people are around, I don't know if my spiritual guidance is doing a full exam on themselves, but my body and my projection becomes really intriguing. Honestly, I noticed it a few times today. And that definitely probably is that law of action. It's doing scans of energy. Yeah, my body system all just, because I'm trying to do one thing and focus, but my soul and energy is just scanning shit. If that makes sense, Jesus. And I'm doing it now again. which is intriguing of energy, honestly. Who's in my surroundings? But I'm actually, honestly, personally happy about this energy. It's definitely clarification for me. Um, we're going to see what house in astrology is standing out today. Ah, guess who it is? The 12th house. It's your senses for sure. Sensing things out. And oneness. Where was the oneness in the universal law? I know it's followed up by polarity, but there go polarity. That's funny. It's at the top. Then the law of vibration, cause and effect. Where was you at? What did I just say? Oneness. Law of course, relativity. You know what to pay attention to. Your senses naturally sense it out. It's in oneness, the seventh house. And it's the house of marriage too. It's oneness, ain't no separation. There's communication, distant communication, of halfway. This is definitely that energy of, I want to say the Buddha and me contacts the Buddha and you, but it's souls recognizing each other for extra sure. That's intriguing of the energy, honestly. Because it's halfway. It's the eternal side for sure. It's oneness, there's communication halfway, teaching energy, and it's showing what it is, which is a teacher, experience, or history of a balance, which that's the time we're in right now. That go together. It's teaching of a balance, and the balance is in reverse, so it's definitely the eternal side coming through a portal of your roots. It represents the foundation of life. It's something you connected to. It's recognizing energy. You got that here and after energy of yourself, which is going with your aspirations and your ambition again, which I knew was that doggone energy. Let's explain that. Who's up under that? Yep. Here and after, and it goes right to values. Your aspiration or ambition going right to your values. And it's in the dark. Very, very intriguing. I don't know what that one's about. It's your aspiration or ambition. It's yourself here and after in the dark. Let me go to the rhythm and soul tarot, because this is definitely soul all day. It explains oneness. It's like the energy when multiple people receive the same message through one source aspect. It's that type of an energy. But intriguingly, within this energy, as I said, even how I was operating, it wasn't scanning everybody like out of nowhere in my body. I just started projecting in intriguing ways. And I caught myself each freaking time. And I did like, what the world? Then I did realize the energies that was around me. That's the intriguing part. Definitely energies of probably a gossip and form. You know, because I realized the memo got through. I was into, oh, you guys watch me. Lovely. I'm glad we have an understanding. You know, I appreciate that part. There's no harsh feelings. You know, it's just, I said what I said. I meant what I said. And I meant what I said. Whether I said it from this way or in your face. Genuine behavior either way. You know, it's just my perspective on how things are going. You know, but I realized like, you got the memo. How lovely. You watch me. That's great. That's great. I got the memo you watch me. That's lovely. It was that energy. And I heard what you said. And it's like, oh, if you heard what I said, that means you watch me. That's great. That's great. You know, but I said it to your face too. It's just I gave my perspective later on as to, oh, this is intriguing. Because it is intriguing. But anywho, what was I about to say? I forgot about to say. Speaking of that, I didn't realize some of the energies that came through who was around in my vicinity. It's energy of that. It's a gossiping category of Oh, you must have been talking about us when we was away from here. Trust me, I said what I said to your face too. I told you it was cool, as long as we know what's going on. But in general, I don't think you should get a smoke break in a place that's smoke free without clocking out. You know, that's it, right? I don't think you should get a smoke break in a place that is smoke free without taking a break or wait until you get off work. That's the beauty of being off work. You do what you want. That's just my perspective. But while we was there, if nobody else minds you going and having your smoke breaks, smoke time, it is what it is. It is what it is. I heard you were talking about me. The shoe fit, it just fit. It is what it is. But seriously, I meant what I said. I feel like there's something else about to say, but I got distracted. Oh, the energy. That was one of the energies for sure. And it's just like, guys, trust me, I'm a very genuine person. You have nothing to worry about, okay? Nothing to worry about. But it was a tense energy of, you were talking about me behind my back and just some other confusion. And spirit don't like that shit because we are all connected. That's the intriguing part. It's like a family talking about a goddamn family. That's no bueno. And spirit gonna get it together. That's it. That's it. That's it. First responder, Virgo. That's funny. We're going to see what zodiac is standing out within this energy. Other than Cancer, light in the dark, and Virgo, first responder. Yeah. Like Scorpio's about to come on out. Firm energy, water again. Going right back to Cancer's energy. This Pisces energy, this age of Pisces energy is an intriguing energy. You can't escape it. It's part of this soul energy. It's naturally within you, which makes you one. As they say, the majority of this world is made up of water. It's naturally in you. It's even the carnation form. That's the intriguing part. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. That's why it's light in the dark from the Cancer's energy. Very intriguing energy. High balance. There's a balance. High self. And there go Pisces again. Why are you in the reverse? This isn't the right way. Give me a second. It's a balance. Pisces energy. Sagittarius energy. Creativity. And in the air. Very intriguing. Why those all in reverse? Maybe that's because where the problem was at. Family base. Home and family. Values. In that creative way. The law of action. And it's coming through the air. It's the eternal side handling it. That's the intriguing part. I knew that was that energy. Very intriguing. Family don't go against family. You're not my family. Yes, we are. I'll show you. Obviously, huh? Right. Moving on past that. And it's obvious. I'll show you. Oh, it's two perspectives. No worry. This is just like looking in the mirror. No worries. But there's obviously two different perspectives, just like why these cards was in reverse. A family base, values aren't such values, obviously, but it's going to come through in a creative form and through the air. It's going to naturally balance out. That's the intriguing part. It's that energy, the Buddha and me contacts the Buddha and you. It's your natural soul guidance, your spirit. What operates you? That always be the intriguing part. When the same sources seem like they're going against each other. Like, what the hell type of mess is this? They go that right in the dark. You're getting stuck on the flesh part, probably. Honestly, the flesh. Even though this flesh is popping, but this flesh is popping. I play too much, but seriously. It's the light and the dark. It's what's inside. But I feel like I just said this yesterday when I was speaking in a same sex energy of a guy aspect. Could be female too, but this energy was specifically for a guy. But it's what's in the inside. What is that soul and spirit talking about? What they doing? Not what the outside is looking like. It was speaking of like a mentorship and guidance and generosity and hospitality, things like that. Are they doing that? Is that what you're receiving? But some people get stuck on the outer aspect. First responder, what's that soul talking about? It's important. And frequencies is in reverse too. Oh, why are you in reverse? Probably it's the eternal side. This is the eternal side. It once again caught me off guard again. But I recognized it. It's the eternal side. Doing this. Don't like static behavior. Don't like disrespect. Don't like confusion. Don't like manipulation. I want to see where the mind is at and where to be headed to really quick. That's a lot in reverse. And it's all based off family base. Very intriguing. That's definitely clarity of a blind spot for sure. I figured out my blind spot. Like, why was I all just system something on my own self? Like, why am I having a hard time projecting? Like my energy is searching for something or trying to figure something out. It's the energy that's around. Yeah. It's intriguing the person like me, the sensitivity aspect and just the gifts that I have. It's important the people who be around me. Where's the mind out? It's important the people to be around me. Honesty is important. And a balance. Very balanced. And values. Which just makes it right back balanced. Even though I feel like it should be, I did orientation. And everybody had to do orientation, I believe. Unless we got some intriguing behavior. But anywho, I believe everybody did orientation. So everybody got the memo of we operate together. I think I'm being funny, but I'm being serious, honestly. It's like it shouldn't be too many problems, but some people don't take their job seriously, honestly. They're just there for the check. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there because I actually like community. I like the work that I really do. The money is like, I need it, but it's honestly extra. Honestly. It's like a bonus. A kiss on the cheek. And that's what it's like. Like, I honestly would show up to that place and not get paid. That's the intriguing part. 'Cause I like what I do. And I'm good at it. In this job, honestly, orientation showed me, oh, you in the right place, ma'am. You in the right place. For extra sure. And this is my first time ever doing this type of a job, metaphorically. I want to say retail, metaphorically, but it reminds me of customer service, but I believe this is retail. I'm usually doing warehouse work or customer service, metaphorically, like in fast food. But actually being hands-on like this is so lovely, honestly. It's something I was actually looking for. I was trying to work at the mall, but I found me a Dollar General mall. I play too much. And nothing's coming out. This must be a freestyle. Okay, there we go. M3 came out. We're going to do past, present, and future. And Worry Less came out too. How intriguing. That's really important. Worry Less fell over. As to where the mind is at. But we're going to do past, present, and future because 3 came out. In the past, you had the right view. I said that right. In the present, yeah. In the past, you had the right view. In the present, you got the right mindfulness, and then in the future, you're going to have the right concentration, which is quite funny because your past and your future is hand in hand in each other, intriguingly. They're the same color and everything, and it's the same aspect. Very lovely. But your past was the right view, and your future is the right concentration. That is perfect. And your mind at the moment is right mindfulness. And it's red base. How lovely. And it's right above, was right below the law of action. How lovely. I want to go to worry less just because that amazed me. Be still. Be still. God is in the minds of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. Psalms 46.5. Oh, it says miss. Did I say in the middle? Pardon me. Let me read that again. Be still. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when the morning dawns. Psalms 46.5. And then this one is come away with God. Come away with God. Look up your greatest weapon. Look up your greatest weapon. Ha ha ha. The sky is the limit. Ha ha ha. Got guidance coming from the sky. It's intriguing. This energy, which I actually just translated this for myself on the way back. I rode my bike. I've been biking, which is lovely. The weather is great too, so I'm actually happy that I can get, a little exercise in and just enjoy the weather. Honestly, I haven't been riding my bike the last couple of months. And I was like, "Where your bike at?" I've been enjoying walking, like 10 toes down. I've been enjoying, just walking. But I've been riding my bike lately to work. And it's been nice, honestly. I miss it, but it made me think about that. I forgot what the heck I was saying. I was gonna say awkward moment. What the heck was I just saying? I really don't remember. I was biking, rode my bike, been walking. I don't remember what the heck I was just saying. Very awkward. Gonna see. I want to go over to New York Terror really quick and see something. The Hermit, go within. You got the enters within. Well, tell me what I just was thinking. I played too much. Seven of Wands. You're manifesting something. And I seen the sun, and then went right to a death. It's an ending happening. It's an ending. And it got a 13 on it. Intriguing. Remind me of a Friday the 13th energy, honestly. That's the death. It's going to be an end of a cycle, though. Then the Wheel of Fortune is definitely a cycle. A cycle is ending. So that's always great. Go within. And I seen the sun, but the sun went by really quick. Like it's like you'll understand later. Need clarity with that one really quick. Five of Wands, you're manifesting something. This is like having an idea or something. But it comes so quickly. Then it's not that it disappeared, it's in action. It's like a cycle in. Your focus is somewhere else, if that makes sense. This is a new cycle. It's been an ending. If you had a change of perspective, then the Emperor. The Emperor. Lovely. Then the Seven of Cups. It's oneness within your foundation. Seven of Cups. Alrighty. Let's see what the message is. Anybody else? I think I want to go to Rhythm and Soul. It's like a dream. That song been in my head ever since I got back. When I finished explaining it, I didn't finish explaining it. Oh, that's what I was talking about. How funny, Jesus. Ah, the stars. And I looked up, I was listening to music, and I looked up, and I seen the stars out. The sky looked really nice tonight. Um, I seen the stars, and I was so happy, and I was like, I am a star. It's just so lovely because it's like me and my child would be a star, and my work concept is a star base, So I thought it was so funny. I texted myself and said, I am a star, smiley face. And within this energy, speaking of a star concept, it reminds me of Father Abraham, honestly, and how the children that he was told he would have. It reminds me of the star concept. It's something so important about that energy, honestly. And I know it's like how many sons you have, but I don't know, maybe that's important. It's just something about Father Abraham that's important, and his kids being the star aspect, which is the same way with me. I know what I'm going to have, and I need my partner to understand that concept too. It's the natural spiritual guidance that you naturally have. You're already connected with it. You just have to trust it. And Abraham, from what I was learning when I was studying the Bible, I did my studying the Bible came through child short story. No, what was it? I remember it's been a little minute. Oh my god. However it was a child based learning, if that makes sense. It was like child story. Oh my god, I wish I could remember. I kind of want to look it up really quick so I can think. It's so important, honestly, but the child short stories of the Bible. I believe it's something like that, honestly. But I was learning about Abraham in that form of a way because it was like I needed a gentle form, a way where I'm enjoying what I'm learning, honestly. And it's like you saying we your kids anyway, so I'm also just I'm going to class the way I'm supposed to, and I was learning in the way that they shared and learned in the child form on YouTube. I learned off YouTube this, and I really wish I could remember what I was looking up, but I was feeling this during that time. But as I said, however it was like I don't think it was. I want to say maybe short stories of the Bible for children. If that was it, it's something of that metaphor, honestly. But I was learning about Abraham and his wife. His wife didn't believe it. I believe she didn't have the same faith as him because she didn't think she can get goddamn pregnant. She wound up having a servant get goddamn pregnant who turned on them when he was told he can have a baby and he married somebody. So obviously she can produce. The person that you marry can produce. If the higher source is telling you you can do this, the one you connected to can produce it. And she wound up later on producing the baby, but it created a lot of other chaos because he was ready to get rid of his first baby. And then later on, he almost had to get rid of the one he actually produced. And he couldn't do it. It's like, oh, you didn't mind tossing off one little baby, toss this one too. You know, it was intriguing to me that Abraham wasn't solid in his goddamn faith. To know you were told you can do this, unless you chose the wrong wife, obviously. Somebody was slacking in the faith. You did not have to go outside your marriage to do that. Definitely when eventually they wound up turning. She became jealous or some shit. It was weird. I was upset with Abraham. I was like, oh, what the food are these? Then you gonna have the audacity to try to get rid of her when you decided to give her a child? Intriguing. Intriguing. Huh. The world and jazz, but it's something so important about that energy. I have to get back into that. It's just something that came out that worry less made me think of that, honestly. And seeing the stars out, it's something so important about that, honestly. That energy. Because you're already told what you're going to have. You have to have faith that it's going to happen. And when you don't have faith, you take detours. Detours start happening. And that can even create family sources. That's like, I'm not family. You are family because we had a detour somewhere. Because somebody was slacking in faith. But, still got oneness, so it still worked. But I told you can do it. Why you choose this wife then? She thinks she's too damn old to produce. You can be goddamn 90 and pop one out if it's meant to be. It will happen. You'll be amazed. Honestly. That was an intense one because I was really irritated with that story. What the foot are these? But it's intriguing. I always learn that about guys. That's something that this was aspects that really started irritating me when I was learning about the Bible. Weak guys. It's almost like they either choose their spouse wrong or their spouse is given to them wrong, because it seemed like the woman always take the role when the guy seemed to have the faith, if that makes sense. That's the intriguing part. You're receiving the answers, but you're not trusting it. Either your spouse or you are lacking in faith. However it goes, a problem. And it was somebody else too. It was probably Isaiah or somebody like that. Isaiah and Rebecca, those ones. It's goddamn wife making a decision that he didn't want, but that one made sense to me, honestly. You can't fucking see. Hopefully you chose a good wife, because if you didn't, then she manipulated you. But if you chose the right one, she did the right thing. She knew what was the best aspect. But that could be a perspective, because like that do cause a lot of confusion, honestly, with that story. But I do believe she did the right thing, just because he couldn't see. He lost your goddamn eyesight. But he wanted the other son to have it, but the wife tricked his ass. She made the other son act like he was a son that the father actually wanted to take that role. Something about this man drive me crazy. I don't know if it's because of the spouse they chose, or they just not solid fully. If you're not solid, you're just not solid. I said fully. Either you're solid or you're not. And they have questionable faith for me. And that's where it gets really intriguing for me. But the woman surely be taking the goddamn role for sure. Surely do. The wife gonna say, I want the servant to do it. The fuck you mean? Let your spouse marry the servant then. And you just become the fucking servant then. Like, what? Yeah, and I'm just shuffling and shuffling. Geez, what is the highlight within this energy for Rhythm and Soul today? Which I probably just translated. That probably was another freestyle again of energy. So this is family base. And a problem within the family base. And definitely in values. And it's coming through in a creative form and airwaveably. And you have to use your senses with this, which even keep making me think. Very intriguing. Very freaking intriguing. See, that's an intriguing aspect. Because the blind ones can still, he should have sensed it. You didn't realize you was being tricked? Which will always make you wonder, how well did he know his kids? If that makes sense. Like, you didn't recognize the voice, Were they different sizes? Were they same sizes? They both smelled the same way. Like, there was no way you could recognize a difference, even though you can't see. None of your other senses was working. He could have used his senses to still choose the right thing. And he can feel it within his soul. He know what he wants to do. Questionable man, once again. Questionable man. Queen of Blues and Axis Pain. Oh my Jesus. Let me look this up really quick. This is pain. Axis came out again. This is the Queen of Blues. I said this is the Queen of Blues. It's a sad aspect. We're gonna see what this book talking about. Loving, big hearted, feeling, psychic, sensitive. Sensitive, psychic, feeling, big hearted, and loving. How you didn't recognize it? You're supposed to be able to recognize something. It turned into a painful situation. That seemed like it definitely didn't go the right way. You should have been able to. This is just an example. And it could be important, but this is. I was given an example that actually turned out within the rhythm and soul energy, which means she shouldn't have did that. So stabbing somebody in the back is pain. You should have been able to sense it. Why is it always some manipulative energy, Jesus? Even though I say I feel like she didn't make the wrong decision, something else, even though right here is seeming like, yeah, you were out of pocket, ma'am. You were out of pocket. The sons wind up having a conversation where they seem like they didn't mind, like they swapped positions anyway. But it's like having a sibling, and you know one good at the other one, but it's like you do this, but look out for me if that makes sense. Like I know you better at this. It seemed like one of those type of situations that happened that they actually talked about the sons, but it's the father who had the final decision anyway. But that's the reason that made me feel like, oh, I feel like she did the right thing, you know. But here, saying something a little different. That was just an example too. And this is the same aspect. You should have been able to sense something out. It came out in the houses in astrology and in the rhythm and soul. There's a psychic aspect and sensitive. It is based off a loving and big hearted concept. Very intriguing. Haha, the mother of the deck. That's funny. That's awesome. Role modeling or leadership as counters to the king card. They show us a form of leadership. Queen of Blues is all about leading with heart. Someone who is guided by divine love. That's just what I mean. Guided by the divine. Very intriguing energy for extra sure. I'm gonna look at this axis really quick. Ugh. Eh, something you should have sensed out or you did know came off as pain like you didn't know what you were talking about. For extra sure. It's just like the example that I give about Abraham. Receiving the guidance, you can have these kids, you know. You already got the spouse, so you definitely can have the kids. You received it, but pain happened because you didn't trust yourself or obviously the higher source. Or somehow it was confusion within what you received from the higher source. But it's like, told you to get married. You got a spouse. You knew that one was first. First come love, then come marriage, then come the babies. You already married. Here goes the babies. I would say they're gonna love, but hopefully there was love. Maybe it wasn't because some aspects were just given wives. You know, there you go. I like the way you look at things like that. I don't know. It's funny because I actually was like, I would love to have arranged a marriage. Honestly, for myself, if you know me, and you understand my spiritual guidance, you find somebody who's spiritual just like me, hell yes, I would take an arranged marriage. Yes, I surely will. It just makes sense. It's easier. It makes a lot of sense. But in other aspects, it's like, was there any type of love, or it just was like, I'm a king, so I have to marry a queen, and it's only one queen around here, so it's just naturally you. But it ain't no type of love. It's just, I don't know how to word that, but it's not based off how it's supposed to go for it to actually operate in oneness, like it's supposed to be and thrive. Yeah, that's what I was telling somebody when I was at work a couple of days ago. Some guy came in. He said he'd be having Bibles. So another time he came in, I seen him. I was putting something away. He walked by me. I said, "Oh, you got your Bibles today?" And he said, "Yeah." So I was like, "What was the message in the Bible today?" So I really did be wanting to know, like, what's the message today? Let me know. And he was like, "I was reading. I got the hiccups. Pardon me. Let me get some water. I got the hiccups. This came out, and I'm like, I got the hiccups." I can give myself chuggles. Jesus. Oh my God. It's like it's trying to choke me or something. Intriguing. I feel like it's trying to choke me. Jesus, why are you trying to choke me? Footeries. I'm just joking. A little bit seriously. Jesus, why are you trying to choke me? I say it's not pleasure time right now. It'd be nice, but I don't think it's that type of party right now. That's the only time it's appropriate to me, honestly. Every other time it's like, you're trying to kill me, footeries. Even though one time I did get choked during intercourse time, and this El Negro, I think he really was maybe trying to kill me. He was feeling it too damn much. I felt like I was gonna black out. I had to tap out. Like, what the fuck is you doing, footeries? Don't choke me that fucking hard. But anyway, I feel like I'm getting distracted. I love what talking about. Those hiccups got me. Those fucking hiccups got me. Ah, Jesus. I feel better. Okay, I think we're good to go. What the heck was I talking about? Awkward. I know. Pardon me. Jesus, what was I talking about? I was looking for Axis. I was talking about something. I can't really remember what it was at the moment. Here we go. Heartbreak, sadness, rejection, disappointment, betrayal, loneliness, and love sickness. Ooh, ooh. Those were the side effects from something not going through the way it was supposed to that you actually knew from the eternal side, the divine realm, a psychic ability, using your senses. Which I knew that was that cause and effect energy. It felt like cause and effect of an action. Of action. Something had to happen. Which go right back to aspirations and ambition. Oh, did I finish explaining that too? I feel like I'm all over the place. That's what I was talking about. The guy, the Bibles. He told me he was reading out of Matthew. I can't remember Matthew what, but he was reading out of Matthew. But he was saying it's about marriage. That's what it was about. And I was like, oh, lovely. I was here enjoying what he was saying, Marriage, light bulb went off in my head. Ooh, lovely, what it was talking about. But as he was telling me that, I started getting customers. But I was wondering, like, so do you believe in telepathy? He was like, what? What is that? And I'm just like, oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Can you communicate from a distance with your spouse? Oh, you can't? Why you married? You're supposed to have natural dialogue. Naturally. That's the intriguing part. When they don't be, you can't do that. You should be able to communicate with them no matter where y'all at. And that be the difference with people who get married and then why they get divorced. The ones who get married, you ain't ever separated. You don't ever die. You should already know your eternal energy. How the hell, what you mean to death do us part? We ain't never gonna die. This is forever, ever. Here and after. When this flesh stop, I'm still over there and I'm still with you. What do you mean? That's why it's important to have those conversations about when this flesh stop, I don't mind you moving on. Some people don't ever want to talk about that. And you be having still, you got a whole fucking community going on because you married to like 10 fucking people. But yeah, We didn't get to talk too much because I had customers, so I had to keep going. But I really want to explain that to him because that's something I do a lot, honestly, just naturally myself. I am a psychic, I am witchy style, I am a goddess. Um, so I am naturally tapped in and connected in that form of a way. But people who's married, I always wonder if they can do that, you know? And most of them can't. They normally, the average person dating, if they partner don't talk to them like within a day, they go crazy. But it's like, they're just simple, basic terms, honestly. Because like, it's okay to go some time without talking to your partner. Let them miss you. That'd be great. But you can still recognize signs of them, just like they're on the eternal side. It's like people who ghosted you, people who be talking to people and then all of a sudden they stop talking to you. It's that form of a way. That's that lesson. Ghosting is you still being connected to somebody, but you're not seeing them. You will always recognize signs of them. That's the eternal side teaching you that lesson of eternal. I had to learn that one. That's why I know that one. Like, I can still recognize you. Intriguing. Surely can. I can tell you exactly what the hell you're doing right now. You used to always supposed to know what your spouse is doing. That's the intriguing part, but it's that telepathy part that's the most important part to me when it comes to marriage. Which is one I don't know if it's connected to it, but it reminded me of it. Something I talk about a lot. This energy was coming through a while ago, like a couple of translations ago. It reminded me of this movie I watched, and I hope I'm saying it right. Godzilla versus. I always forget what it's versed. It's the most newest one, and it's about a scientist who had to go back somewhere, but she had adopted a child or brought in the child that she got from the place she had to go back to. And the people there didn't use words or like body language. They just naturally airwavely communicate with each other. It's that same form of telepathy that you're supposed to have in oneness of marriage. But that goes back to the original form and just how people use marriage for whatever nowadays. But you actually supposed to naturally communicate without even talking or using body language like sign language, or I could look at you and see you feeling this type of way, or I'm looking at you so I can like read your mind. No, just naturally airwavely talking. I ain't even gotta be looking at you, and we already communicating, and it's understood. That's that great trust I can't wait to find, honestly. Seriously, because I can do it. I do it a lot of times, and normally it scare people, honestly. But it can be stronger done when it's reciprocated and the person can do the same exact thing and they're not afraid of their gifts and things like that. But it made me think about that. I can't remember right now. Oh, yeah, yeah. Huh. Intriguing. I'm just trying to see something really quick. Something about this symbol right here is important. This heart with the swords in it. It says, you may recognize the age-old symbol of the heart pieces, pieced by three of swords, which is this, which comes from the art of tarot. This is a natural form of tarot, but has found its way into so many tattoos and stickers over the years. That's intriguing. Which is intriguing because I spoke of tattoos today. People complimented my tattoos, and I noticed other people who had tattoos today. Which that's the whole point of tattoos is to identify. Um, for me, it's just what I'm feeling on the inside. You see it on the outside too. I naturally reflect very well my guidance. It's a map I carry with me. Um, But that's important because it just made me think about what I just talked about today was tattoos. It's a way to identify as a tribe form. It's just like I still got my work shirt on, but I'm supposed to have my name tag on. But you recognize, you see that name tag, and you see the shirt, you know where I go to. You know you belong with this person, or even just this shirt. You might just I do got a black extra shirt on, but normally a polo aspect for the most part. If I have my name tag on, you would know you belong with this aspect. You the tribe of that form. It's that same aspect of a way. It's a way to identify. You know, just like last names or I don't know, maybe hairstyles. Some people say dreads and things like that go with certain people. Even though I say that's a stereotype. It's a stereotype because dreads they normally say is a darker root, darker complexion person aspect. But I have seen people of lighter complexions, light complexions, like white metaphorically. But I ain't never seen nobody white before. Honestly, they be a light complexion, and they have dreads and they be really cute. Honestly, you know, but I don't know where it actually came from, that hairstyle, but it's something about that form. Maybe that's the energy they carry. You know, that's what they soul is, you know. So I ain't knocking it, but it's something about that. It's a tried form, is what I'm getting at. It's a way to identify. You know, I feel like I got to go do your research, ma'am. Whatever. Go do your. I will. It's just, I'm not into dreads metaphorically for myself personally. Nothing against it. It's just I did change up my hairstyle a lot. I need to get to it now, but I normally like braids. Honestly, single braids. I just like the way it looks better on me personally, and I can take it down and change it often. Dreads is more of a permanent concept for me, which I understand that. Like I like the concept of how it's permanent and it do make your hair grow very long. I get it. You know, when something is connected together, it grows. I get it. You know, it's just I get that lesson in a different form metaphorically, and it comes in actual physical people. You know, you're stronger when there's more. You know, two or more gathered, the Lord is present. I be trying to get that concept growth, community. You know, takes a village, but and they lesson of that they understand it through the hair form. I get it. It's just that ain't for me. Shit, I shave my stuff off all the time. I like it sometime in a nice smooth bald head. Sometime right now, like the back of my hair is cut. I gotta cut it again, but I think I might just leave it like this. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna cut it down. So it's actually to my skin. I like it like that. And I got it in my back of my head tattooed. It say Navigator, because you know I got spiritual guidance and I'm a big body person, so it just makes sense. But I don't know. I like to change it up a lot. It's just other ways that I identify in that same form. It's just as I'm saying. It's a way to identify. That was just examples. It's just intriguing when I give examples. It's like, but I'm white and I see you ain't white. You are a light complexion, but you are not white. You are a light complexion. They have those dreads in. It's like you maybe that's your soul. You the tribe of whoever that belong to. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But they do say it's of a darker complexion people form of a tribe. It is what it is. Don't blame the messenger, but I'm gonna say it's the soul, okay? And they know complexion in there metaphorically. But moving on. That it for this aspect over the years. This university understood so for rejection and it's only leather jacket. I think that's it for that. But yeah, loneliness, sadness, heartbreak from something not going through is the way it's supposed to because you had to take a detour. Or it wasn't even a detour, it's just it didn't go through the way it was supposed to. Let me keep going. I need some more cards. Very intriguing. That's so funny that I used that example in Isaiah and Rebecca energy and Father Abraham. How they just naturally received guidance, but somehow the way the guidance told them to do it, it didn't follow through that way because the person that they were with did it a different way. And it seemed like that's the pain. Betrayal. Heartbreak. That was just an example, but it's something of that nature within this structure, for sure, of the same aspect. So I was wondering, like, why are these cards in reverse? I'm about to say this ain't right, but it's right. And this is just clarity to it. It's a family structure and the values in a creative form through air wave of lit. You should have knew through your senses the answer. You didn't need no goddamn backup. You were good. It didn't matter if you can't fucking see it. Your guidance naturally will let you know. That's why I was just like, you couldn't recognize this ain't the right son? Or is it just that it was that much trust and you got betrayed? Because it seemed like the one sometimes you trust the most, family form, somehow always betray you. That'd be the intriguing part. The sun, that's the intriguing part, the obvious. Two perspectives, light in the dark and a first responder energy. Who's up under here, Jesus? Pain again. I want to look this up really quick down the shuffle through. Another aces. This one feel like somebody got away with something. Ay, ay, ay. I say, look how he looking. Well, look how he looking. He feel like he got away with something. Ay, ay, ay. It's cold. I gotta cut the air on. Not the air on. I gotta cut the heat on really quick. Trickery. Trickery. You definitely feel like got away with something. Definitely taking something and just like, yeah, I got away with it. But it's in oneness. Look at the 7 up top. This is almost. The Bible is really handy today. Intriguing. Very extra intriguing. Because this is that oneness. That 7 up top, which the 7th house did come out and it identified the house of marriage. Hello. Doing something sneaky. Trickery. Going right back to that energy. I mean, it's just an example again of that apple biting aspect and hiding. How you hiding in oneness? How you do that? How you do that? Came right towards you. That's why you think you got this. Ain't no way you got away with this. Ain't no way you got away with this. Sneaking. Definitely not. That's funny. So I think they got away with something. We're gonna shuffle through. Because that was just something that caught my attention. But it's obvious. I definitely think they got away with something intriguing. Marriage. That's funny. Both of those examples too were of marriage. And a connection that you're naturally supposed to have with your spouse. That trust is so important. But you have to be able to communicate no matter what, where y'all at. That's what I say, to get to know a person first, honestly. Which that's actually a lesson I've been going through. Learn people, ma'am. Like, as I actually just talked about the last person I actually was talking to, interested in. I realized I didn't know him until like we separated. Like, damn, I don't really know him. I really do see why we was arguing. I don't know you. I'm upset that I don't know you. I know I should know you, but why I don't know nothing about you? All this time I spent with you, and I don't know nothing about you? That's no bueno. So just imagine on the eternal side, like if we really just fell in love, and then I died, he wouldn't be able to recognize none of the signs of me because we didn't get to learn each other. He would miss it. I'd be pulling a Casper on him, trying to get his attention all the goddamn time, but he not paying attention because he ain't learned nothing about me to recognize the signs that I'm trying to give him. And that's what I just learned from my last lesson. Like, damn, I don't know what you like to eat. I don't know your mama name. I don't know your daddy name. I know you got 2 daddies, but I don't know their name. I don't know if you got sisters. I don't know what school you went to. I don't know your favorite color. Like, what the fuck? What were y'all doing? Great question, I know, right? Great question. Obviously wasting time. Which led to argument. You just fucking wasted time. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I knew the Wheel of Fortune energy. It's an ending. It's a new start. Even while I sat there and said that my past taught me, learn people. This new start, you know to learn this person. But this is definitely even, I need to get one more card for this. Clarity for the Wheel of Fortune. Because like even that energy of how that storyline played out when it goes to Abraham, and he's supposed to he can have kids. He was told he can have kids, and it went a different way. You want to give it to the servant. That energy come right back around again. Somebody could be going through the same lesson. It's back. It ended, but we had a new start. If you were told you can do something, you better follow through it the way that it was told that it can happen. It's that type of energy. It's a cycle. It's coming right back. It ended, but it's right back. Somebody about to go back to the same lesson again. And I gave 2 examples. And it was spouse-based, marriage status, which I would say already established, but intriguingly, get questionable to me. But seriously. One was told can have children. Great children on top of that. But he didn't think the person that he was actually with can produce it. So he went somewhere else. So you might try to go somewhere else. You told you can do something, but you're not working with the person you actually with. You go outside of home instead of working within the home structure. Intriguingly. The other aspect, married somebody, and he went blind over time, and he wanted something done a certain way, but his wife did it a different way than what he wanted. But she didn't tell him that's all I was wondering. One, did you not know your kids? That's some people's stories. They might be always busy. I don't really know too much about them. I got 2 kids, I love them, but which I did know he liked the one more than the other one, but still, literally. You think of reality, how things go now. Some people just really don't know their kids. It is what it is. Busy life. It's not a good thing, but it is what it is. I see it happen all the time. And the wife, you couldn't talk to your husband about how you felt about it? You just gonna make the decision? Or you didn't think that he was gonna have it? My foot is down, I know what I want. Why you couldn't talk to him? Is what I always wondered when I was learning that. Why you couldn't talk to him? Why you couldn't just tell him, I think we should do this? This make the most sense. But no, you just came off conniving, or maybe you knew the best way. You went against what he wanted. That's what that energy is circling back of. That type of situation where you're supposed to trust your spouse. It's almost like a will aspect. Do you trust your spouse enough with your goddamn will? I don't know if that's a good enough example because the will's already written, so it don't matter what they say, but I don't know. You in the hospital, you on your lifeline aspect. Do you think they would choose the right thing? As to pull them off, let them sit there longer? Would they know the right thing to do? Or they, you want to live longer. Don't pull my goddamn cord, and they pull the goddamn cord. That cycle of energy is coming right back. I hope that was a good example. I hope that was a good example because it's coming right back. That's the intriguing part of energy. Or it's just an example I gave, which I noticed within myself. Learning more about a person. You have learned a lesson. Now you went into this new lesson. Do better. Which that's kind of the same aspect metaphorically, but very intriguing. Please, I'm having all types of side effects today. I'm over here burping and hiccuping. Jesus, needs a lot of cards. There's a lot going on with this Saturn energy for extra sure. We got the Knight of Roots. Tell it like, ooh. You got a lot of tell it like it is. You got a lot of tell it like it is. Within the root form, shoes off. Let me tell you something. To the jazz aspect, let me tell you something. To the axis, let me tell you something. And this is a pain aspect. I want to look axis up. I'm all up in the book today. And I'm already going into an hour for this. It's okay. If this axis is pain, it make me think of like, I don't know, when people go through pain, from what I hear, and I kind of seen it before, honestly. That's why I understand it. People go through pain or heartbreak. Somehow when they express it, like maybe in the music form, poetry form, it always come off so beautiful, intriguingly. That's what this seemed like it is. Tell it like it is. But this is pain. Intriguingly. Heartbreak. Obstacles. Things like that. Things ain't so, yay, it's just, but it's coming off in a beautiful way. But it's tell it like it is. It's intriguing energy. I want clarity on it, honestly. Oh, Jesus, where are you at? Jesus, where are you at? Is that where you have to ask where Jesus is at? That's intriguing, I know. He said, come find me if you want me. Show me how much you want me. I'm on the way, no worries. My antenna is coming right for you. But the jazz aspect, tell it like it is a defense. This one, the jazz is a defense. You protect it, it's the soul. And your roots. You're comfortable. It's a family form. Shoes off. It's like you're comfortable normally talking to friends, people you care for. It's not no, I don't know. It's comfortable, pretty much. Shoes off. Tell it like it's this one that I'm looking for. The axis of tell it like it is. It's a little different energy for sure. And you blindfolded. Intriguing. Why can't I find this card? Very intriguing. That might be something that's important too. I done went through every little page separately and I still can't find it. Obstacles. I really don't see it. Where are you? Okay, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking in jazz. You're looking in the wrong spot. Something about this energy of wrong placement is important. It's important. Everything I've been saying has gone in the wrong placement metaphorically. And I'm looking in the wrong place. I'm looking for something, but it's not in the right spot. Something about that is important. Obviously, because I just actually displayed it. Because you're not looking in the right spot. And these other aspects ain't placed in the right spot. Very intriguing for extra sure. For extra sure, intriguing. Wait, why do I see this? The 4 days? There we go. Confession, overwhelmed, uncertainty, powerless, blinded, and trapped in restrictions. Mm. Mm. That makes sense. Very intriguing. This is a here and after energy. So it's like the eternal side feel this way, and so does our physical bodies. Even though the soul is operating us, which is kind of one and the same, the eternal side and this physical form, they feel the same way. It's restrictions. It's something that's blocking. Something ain't allowing something to go through. There's a overwhelming energy, uncertainty, powerlessness, blinded, and trapped. And that's a confusion. Hmm. Very intriguing. Tell it like it is. Intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Restrictions, blinded, and trapped. Overwhelmed and uncertainty. I feel like I just experienced that even with looking for something in the wrong spot. It was definitely uncertain. Like, why am I not finding this? It's blind energy. You're not looking in the right spot. You have to trust energy. You have to operate off the law of perpetual, and you have to use the 12th. I say the 12th universal law. That's that one now. Well, it's part of it, which is the law of polarity. But the 12th house in astrology, you have to use your senses. It's really important. And intriguingly, the first house caught my attention, which would be yourself. This is having to trust yourself, which is the eternal side. That's the intriguing part. This energy is intense today. It's beautiful, but it's intense. There's a lot going on. For extra sure. And it is in a confusion form, in a trapped form. Because you're going the wrong way. This is important. This is all the storylines I just told you is from generations of I don't know how many decades ago. Honestly. Of a going the wrong way energy. It's going the wrong way. But it's like I don't know if I should say unawarely. You don't even know you're going the wrong way. This made me think of something I talked about with somebody when they spoke of when they speak of people like, what are you? Like what your mixture is. A lot of people don't know their mixture of what they mixed with. And you be going the wrong way because you don't know your whole mixtures. You're like your ethnicity and things like that. You don't know it. And it has you going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. That is a trapped and blind energy, confusion. Very intriguing energy today of just blind spots and clarity. This is all going the wrong way. Intriguing. Extra intriguing. Once again, childlike behavior. Somebody they can't sleep. They think about something you said. Childlike behavior. And it's intriguing. It's definitely something you said. This came to me like after I translated recently. I was like, this instrument is so important. It's what you speak or what you do. It comes off like music. And it's in its background. Somebody can't sleep based off something you said. They're thinking about what you said. Very intriguing energy. I want one more card to clarify that really quick. Blues. But this is like a baptizing energy. Way in the water. Way in water, children. In the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Water is important. Go right back to that Cancer energy, Pisces energy. What are the words of the water at? This is mainly Cancer energy, the first one I seen. Light in the dark. And Pisces, it's a family form, but this 5 is catching my attention into a halfway form. It remind me of a baptism energy, which could be that wheel of fortune, a new start energy. It's a cleansing. I need to detox or something like that too. This is halfway. Something about this water is leading to halfway. This would be the last one to look at the book. So I want to look at the book. I know what I'm feeling with spirit telling me, but it's like clarity. Honestly. I got the book right here. Three of Blues, belonging, family, creativity, teamwork, and better together. This water is important. The water is symbolizing oneness. Maybe you need to be in water, honestly. Go around water. That song he come on. Way in the water. In the water. Or Down by the River. That's a good song too. I can't think of all the words right now, but something about that energy within that song. I can't think of the words right now. Down by the water, down by the river, down by the river. I'll look that up real quick. I know a place that we can go. I know a place where we can go. To lay something down. Oh my God. I know a place where we can go. This is water. Something about this water is cleansing, but it's connecting you. I can't think of this name of the song to look it up intuitively. I know a place we can go to lay our worries down. I think that's how I go. Try to think of the words in the song to be able to find it. Oh Jesus, I spelled that right. Yeah, no place. Oh Jesus, place we can go. I don't know why this didn't say it in there. It's just trying to think of the actual words, so it's easy to type it in right now. We can go to lay our worries down. I think that's right. Let's see what comes up. I know a place. Let's see. Maybe it's river. I'm gonna try river, and then if not, then I had to get back to another time. Down by the river. Down by the river. I don't think that's the name of it, but yeah. Down by the river. And spell that right again. Oh my Jesus! I put by and it put like a U by the river. I know. That's it.
This is how you make it feel like you're living at a hotel every time you use the bathroom.
In case of an emergency, it's important to document all your husband's most valuable possessions, like this. I know a place where we can go to lay the troubles down in your soul. I know a place where mercy flows. Take the stains, make it whiter than snow. Like a tide, it is rising up deep inside a current that moves me to come alive. Living water, it brings you dead to life. Oh, we're going down to the river, down to the river, down to the river to play. Let's get washed by the water, washed by the water, rise up in amazing grace. Let's go down, down.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. It is called the river. Lovely. That's the energy was coming within this for sure. I'm like, this feels like a baptizing type of an energy, a cleansing, or a detoxing. But it's connecting you to something. Which I think it did say that. I think did it say? Jesus, I can't remember what it said. So busy trying to think of the name with this song. But I found it, which is lovely. Thank you, thank you. I think I want to hear a little bit more of it while I'm trying to find this. Such a great song. Okay. Belonging, family, creativity, celebration, teamwork, and better together. Better together. Teamwork, celebration, creativity, family, and belonging. That's what's going on within that energy. What other messages do you have for us, Spirit? Never the same. It's that death. It's definitely that death. It's a new start, the Wheel of Fortune. Never the same. This is making me think of even an aspect with myself. What the work I do, my purpose. I serve in an aspect of those who worry. What is it saying? It's the saying, those who work and labor, come to me and I'll give rest. That's my purpose, is to give rest. A peace of mind. It's not like sleep and things like that, metaphorically. It's like rest means rest, right? It's the mind. It's the soul. It gives you rest. It's clarity. That's what I do. It's one of those type of energies also. This is also making me want to say, where do you get your guidance or support? It's important. Embrace your power. Love yourself and be true to yourself. How lovely. Embrace your power, love yourself, and be true to yourself. This is such an intriguing energy. Because I felt this way even when I was expressing it on Facebook and just lately what I've been expressing. Because I'm already connected with my child that I haven't even birthed out yet, who's not in the physical form. But I was actually naturally connected to, just the way I was explaining about Abraham. How he was told he could have kids. I know exactly who I'm connected to. Which I expressed that through Facebook, Faith Connect 79, which that's my child. Her name is Faith. I'm going to name her Faith. But just because I'm already connected to her, I have to believe that I know that I'm connected to what I will produce in the physical form. It's just intriguing because this lesson that I'm going through at the moment, other than I'm learning a lot. Class is just in class. I'm actually learning what is childlike behavior. What does it even mean to be a child when I'm already connected to what I will produce, which will be my child, which is a whole soul and spirit right now, operated from the sky, but can also operate through me because I know I carry energy. As I was saying the other day, I feel like I got bipolar behavior. I know when my child is on the scene. Definitely when somebody being disrespectful, oh, don't play that. It's intriguing. But I was also told before I'm actually experiencing this for myself, just like the Wheel of Fortune, you talk about something and then become your time. As to, you're going to learn from your child. You're going to learn yourself through your child. That's the intriguing part. My authentic behavior, I'm learning through my child. That's the intriguing part. Honestly, how you can learn yourself through your child. And that's what I'm doing. And that's the extra intriguing part, honestly. I feel like something else I was about to say. So I'm learning that oneness and loving myself But myself is not just plural, it's what I'm connected to already, which is me. But this is also energy, this is marriage energy. You're one. It's not even just thinking of just that one person. When it's saying love yourself, it's like it's both people, but it's one. That's the intriguing part. Which that's intriguing with me saying that and knowing that, because it's like, once again, so we got two different people who had two different perspectives and wanted things done two different ways. And one person did a different way. But it's intriguing definitely when you're one. So it's like, who was right, who was wrong? Metaphorically, when you are one within your marriage, but got two different perspectives of how one thing's done. Important aspects on top of that. This energy is definitely love yourself, which that's what I'm learning to do. Honestly, I even had to go and comfort myself and apologize to myself for the most part. It was like, I felt like it was something I needed to suppress. Like, oh my God, you just be popping off. But it's like, it makes sense. Like, that's what I expect, you know? Just like my child actually being with me, you know? It's like, I wouldn't expect my child to defend me metaphorically. Metaphor, even though it does already. It's just, I normally think of like my spouse or maybe a brother, which is like, they could be a child too, metaphorically. You know, I could have a young little brother and fuck you think you talking to my sister crazy for? Somebody who will defend you, you know? It's intriguing when it's your child doing it. And that's something I've never really experienced. I'm normally the defender, you know, I'm normally defending people. To actually be defended is just having me like, whoa, you be popping off. But it's like, I'm not popping off. I'm getting people to fucking gather. You know, you popping off. But it's like, it was done in a beautiful way. That's what I want. I would expect that. But as I said, I expected it from like a spouse, honestly, which my spouse don't. From spouses I have been with, shouldn't even call them spouses, but people I have dated, talked to, been around, guy base, which I thought I could be in a relationship with them. They never defended me. That's the intriguing part. So it's something I'm not used to, and I guess that's obvious. But it's like, oh my God. I didn't mind. I don't give a fuck. It's like, I do. And that's the aspect of love yourself and be true to yourself. And embrace your power is important too. Any more messages, Spirit? Just don't say that. Do that in my fucking face. I thought that was so beautiful, honestly. Damn. That's lovely, honestly. And that goes back to another energy I have to explain too. When they speak of don't yoke with an unbeliever, something about that energy for me, within that lesson I learned when I thought about it. One, not to yoke with an unbeliever. You know, they got to be spiritual. They got to believe what I'm saying. You know, even the work that I do, you have to believe in all of that. Or we're going to have some separate behavior, just like what I was explaining, where it's like I said, we're going against each other in some form of a way when it should not ever be that way. Your spouse should defend you that same way the child is, if that makes sense. I was actually seeing something like that on the bus. I was riding the bus, and there was a couple on the bus, and I think he actually complimented my tattoo on my face. He did. He's like, I like your tattoo. And I was like, thank you. You know, and I did realize his spouse felt a certain type of way. But I'm just like, later on you'll understand. Well, it made more sense for her anyway. But she felt a little type of way. It's like, you're a pretty person, and my man is complimenting you. He's just he liked the fucking tattoo, yo. He's sitting next to you, got his arm around you, got his goddamn baby. Relax, you know. But she did feel sorry. I seen how she looked, and I was like, oh Jesus. But fast forward and where it gets good, which I love this part, honestly. He had this cart that you carry where you like put your food inside of it. And he had hooked it up to the part where it's like the handicap part where you had to like hook the person up in the wheelchair too. He put his cart connected to that. Then they sat on the other side. And she kept thinking the cart was going to move. So it was a person sitting like on the opposite side where his cart was at. He asked, could they change spots? Like he cared about the way she felt. That was so great. He could have just been like, you know, it's good. I put it there. Trust that it's good. he cared that she was unsure if the cart was gonna move. So he asked the person who was sitting like next to the cart, "Can we change spots?" And the person didn't mind, so they changed spots. I thought that was so cute. That was important to me. It was great. And then a person got on the bus and they had a drink, and they said it like in this part where you like sit your stuff at, and he didn't want it to spill on his baby mama, wife. I don't know who the hell she is metaphorically, but the person he was with. So he is like, "Can you grab your drink so it don't spill?" And the person moved it. Like, he just was so like protective of her. It was so lovely. He was making sure that she was good. That was so great to me. She was uncomfortable about the little cart thingy moving. Let's move. Let's get closer to it. You ain't gotta worry. I don't want this drink to fall on you. Let me get this person together. Get your drinks before it fall on my spouse. Except he didn't say that. He's like, "Can you get your drink so it don't spill?" He was so respectful with it and made sure she was good. That's the same type of energy. So you don't have to worry. This is supposed to be a smooth sail. But when you got a spouse who ain't that protective, you got a problem. That's what I said about child operating. That's what I expected of a spouse. And that's what I seen kind of recently. And I was like, "Oh, this is so beautiful." It was simple, but the whole aspect that he always put her first, even when he already had made sure it was good, if that makes sense. That was gorgeous, honestly. Really cute. And then he had leaned over on her and he put his head on her stomach like he wanted to talk to the baby. I was like, "This is so cute. This is so cute. Get out of my face. This is too cute." I'm just joking. I ain't no goddamn hater. It really was cute, honestly. Really, really was cute. Embrace your joy. And count your blessings at the bottom of the deck. Is there any more energy? I think that's it, honestly. I think that's it. So that's been energy, you guys. Till next time.